Alright guys, Sunday, February 25th, just after 1:30 p.m. Good to see the boys of summer back on the TV. Just starting the spring training up. Anyway, back on the 250 this afternoon, and we're going to tackle that driver's side cap for the frame. So what we've decided to do is make it from scratch. The one that Les had bent up for me needs probably as much work as what it'll take for me to create a brand new one. So here's the back piece that I used similarly to the passenger side, but you can see the flange is so far off already on this that I've decided to probably, instead of just welding a new piece in there, I think it'd probably be easier for me just to create something from scratch and build it up from there. So maybe we'll use this piece as a bit of a template. That's what the flange needs to look like on the rear, at least, something like that, as far as the angle is concerned. So got some metal cut over there, some brand new sheet metal, and we'll start to fashion out a new one of these caps for the driver's side. We'll take you along the way, although you saw pretty much most of it yesterday. I'll bring you back and forth for a few shots here and there. So for starters, we've just cut a long strip 2.5 inches wide, and we're going to just bend up the flange, 90 degree flange on the one end, and then we'll measure the length of it. I want to put a little bit of a step in it like I've got in this one over here, so we'll do the same at the same distance. I'm going to try to make them look fairly similar if I can, although you'll never see them again, but at least I'll know that they're fairly similar. Anyway, so we'll start with that 90 degree flange, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we've got the backbone of the box tech screwed in place. We've created a template for the outside side of the box. That backbone is probably going to spring up once we undo the tech screws, so we've got this as a good template. We know that we can form that backbone piece to this side boxing piece and weld it together, and we should be good for shape. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut this side box template out in metal, and we'll tack weld it to the backbone. Alright guys, we've created that panel for the outside of this box section, and it's looking good. We've got it ground down to where it needs to be according to the floor contour. You can get an idea of the angle of that kickboard if I just hold that up there. So it's a little difficult to contour that and to get that angle proper, so I think we're going about this the right way. Anyway, we're going to create a side panel for this side, and we'll tack that in and fit it and trim it, and then we'll work on starting to add the flanges. Okay guys, quick update for you. Here's a look at the box section now completed. So you can see the extreme contours on the bottom to get that to fit. So you can probably see why I went to the trouble of making this myself, because it's pretty hard to create something like that with that amount of curve in it and get a proper flange for it. So anyway, we're going to make some flanges, and we're going to follow the contour of that all the way up to the back. Same on the other side and forward, and we'll come back when that project is finished. Okay guys, we've run the flange around the outside, and you can see it's just tack welded in there. So I think it looks pretty good. So before we weld this in solid, we're going to do a quick last fit check, and then we got a lot of welding to do. So that's just a quick look of it before we do that. Doesn't look too bad. Hopefully it fits still. I can't tell you how much of a pleasure it is welding new metal to new metal. It's so much easier than welding new metal to old thin metal. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. Alright guys, just coming up to 8 p.m. and had a bit of a break. We had to go do some grocery shopping, had to make dinner, had to eat dinner. So we're finally back out here just to finish this thing up. So we're going to break out the grinder, and we are going to make this thing look a little bit better. And then we'll show you one last shot with this fitted to the car. Alright, we'll come back. Well, it might have taken me all day, but I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll See how well it fits on the car. Should fit okay. Nothing should have changed. Got her all ground down. Got good penetration on the welds on the inside, that's for sure. So it looks good. So last shot of the night, we'll fit it up to the car. I'm not going to flip the car over tonight, but we'll at least fit it in there, and we'll tech screw it in, and I'll give you one last shot of it. Alright, one last look from the top side. I think that's looking pretty good, but the important part is from the bottom side. So let's take you down there for a look real quick before we go in for the night. Alright guys, we've only got 2 screws holding it in. We don't have any screws holding the flanges down on the sides or the bottom. So that's looking pretty darn good there, I would think. All the way up to the front. And let's see if I can get you a shot on this side. Hello. Can you see that at all? Probably better than I can see it. Anyway, I think that looks pretty good too. I can feel it's pretty flush, so that's good. I guess we'll call that a success, and we'll also call it a night. We'll get back out here tomorrow. If I can get up from under the car, maybe just lay here for a little bit. It's pretty comfortable actually. Anyway, we'll get out here tomorrow, and we'll continue on. Have a good night, guys.